So we find out through Cynthia that Peter has something to do with the Source Awards. She said something, the editor, at one point into the Source magazine, but then went on to, develop into the Source Awards. So shouts out to that. Peter did have something that actually turned out to be the shit. Yes, come on, progress. And I guess the new bar opening in North Kakalaki, North Carolina, is doing fine. I'm gonna have to check it out next time I'm in North Carolina. So, Cynthia and Peter sit down on the couch. Peter looks really good in light colors, and they sit down on the couch talking about the whole thing that happened. Cynthia going on and on. Oh, Phaedra can't call anybody a whore. She pretty much put the whore stamp on Kenya. And, she can't do that when she's the biggest whore here. And Peter was like, baby, you can't call her a whore. Right, Cynthia? You can't call her a whore. All right? You don't know the facts to that. All right? You just can't call her a whore. But it's not right for her to be going around calling other people whores when she is in the business of getting caught in allegedly whore-like behavior. How about that? Damn it, he said that. Yes, he did. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, Porsha and Phaedra is sitting around talking about the whole thing that happened, and they both looking like Southern belles. Well, actually, Porsha is looking like a Southern thought. But hey, it is what it is. And they sitting around talking, and they're just all crazy. They just can't believe the whole thing happened. The Portia agreed. She was just like, "Look, I'm not phased by Kenya. I'm not surprised by Kenya. That's Kenya Moore. That's what she do. A hit dog on holler chair, Phaedra." And so they end up talking about the whole thing is and like why would Cynthia even say that? And they're just shocked. It was just like, really? And Phaedra was like, with y'all lawsuits and foreclosures and all the shit y'all got going on, and Portia like, yeah, you right. um the fact that Peter's going around sleeping with everybody. Now, Portia, do you know that? Do you know that? Is that true? Is Peter really cheating on Cynthia? I don't put anything past anybody, but do you know that for sure? Fact check, fact check. Come on, fact check. And so, they had that whole little shady scene and, whatever. Moving right on along to Todd and Candace. Todd and Candace is in the damn therapy session. They go to see Dr. Sherry Blake. She's actually the doctor that has been helping or trying to help the sisters on Braxton Family Values. Tony, Tracy, to Wanda, Trina, Tamar, and Miss April. Yes, love the show. And so, they sitting around talking and getting their whole thing across. And Candy, I just want to know what we went wrong. What's going on with this? And Dr. Sherry was like, okay, well, what's going on, you guys? What's the big deal? Well, we're not having sex. She was like, you're not having sex and y'all having all these issues. Y'all just 6 months in. Why do y'all have so many issues? The same question everybody else want to know. What is really going on? Like, for real, do y'all think Todd is cheating? I don't put nothing past that little man. I don't put nothing past anybody, like I said earlier. Have y'all seen Jerry Springer? Hello. Shit. I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully they all get it together. And Candy actually asked, I wonder if he's cheating, and he didn't say a word. It was silence, boots. It was crickets. And so I was like, damn, you're really not looking good, Todd. Speak up for yourself. That little common voice. Yeah, I mean, it's just, child, speak up. Speak up. Speak on it. Say what the hell you got to say. Shit. And he was going on about, there was some things that wasn't in place or some things that was said or done that hurt his feelings prior to them getting married. Then they should have talked about it before he got married. They should have talked about it before he signed that prenup. That was a whole big deal. Y'all remember Candy's wedding special? The fool. So basically, Dr. Sherry just gave them, a list to write down the pros and cons and things they need to work on, things that they like or whatever about their relationship. Moving right on along. We get to Peter's event. They was honoring Peter. I forgot to tell you in the beginning of this review that they are honoring Peter at the Source Awards, I'm assuming. And so we got the whole cast of Love Hip Hop Atlanta. We got Deb Atney. And we saw T.I. running through. We saw Benzino. Where's Titi? It was just crazy. It was like, okay, Cynthia walks in this nasty dress, Kenya in this yellow dress, and Dimitri and Claudia, they all meet up, looks gorgeous. The only girl from the other team that came to the event was Candace. And Candace came, and pretty much Kenya start talking. They're trying to grill her. Well, pretty much about the whole Mr. Chocolate thing, don't you? That's why you didn't stand up for her. Candace was like, look, I'm trying to figure out if my man is cheating. I ain't got time for this shit. I left my dildo in the car. I'm pissed off. Y'all know I need it. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone, bitch. Leave me alone. Okay? Let me be. And so they pretty much like, girl, we ain't trying to convert you or whatever, but you know what's really going on. And Cynthia was like, she said something really interesting. She was like, you know what? I don't even know why she would have an issue with anything, because Kandi said something that Phaedra said or something. And she was like, Cynthia was like, the same way that I'm friends with Kenya is the same way she's friends with Phaedra. Okay, so is this really a big issue between you and Nene? Do y'all got this kind of back and forth foolishness going on? It's just like, really? Like, I can't. So Nene is meeting with Dr. Jeff. He done been on Maury. He's really awesome. He done been on Love and Hip Hop. He's really good. He's a real cool dude. And basically Nene's trying to get the girls together because she feels like this group is extremely divided, which it is. And she feels like they all need to get it together or leave it alone. And she goes on about her relationship with Cynthia that was really cool, that was really close, which they was at one point, and how I think she said that she's not looking for friendship. I was like, wow, so why the hell are we there? She was like, no, I just want respect level. Respect level needs to be there. And hopefully, Dr. Jeff, you can come in and mend this crazy bunch of girls, and maybe some new friendships would develop. He was like, okay, Nene, but I want you to know that I'm not going to be biased just because this is your idea and I know you and everything. I'm not going to do that. If I see fault in you, I'm going to call it out. You got to be strong enough to sit there and take the shit. And we'll see next week if she is. She's not. We saw her damn walking out, and she looking like fucking the bride of Frankenstein, the black version. Just a fool. I don't know who does. I don't know. I don't know. Nene got way more damn money than me. Like, you can get some virgin good bundles or something, sis. I don't know. It's very disturbing. So basically she's and Nene, she says she wants to just mend relationships. Phaedra, Kandi. Why is everybody so concerned about Phaedra and Kandi? I don't get it. Who cares? All right, so Cynthia and Phaedra meet up. Now Cynthia, she's trying to redeem the whole thing with Phaedra. How she pretty much was stuttering and getting the shit out instead of just saying it. Is you fucking him? Call it like it is. But Cynthia meet up in this nasty burgundy striped dress, I believe, and she looked amazing. Phaedra was snatched too, and they came and sit down. And Cynthia pretty much said, "Okay, bitch, what you want? Why you meet me here?" Phaedra was like, "Excuse you? You call the Southern Belle here, bitch. Why do you want me here? You called me here. I didn't call you here. You know." And so they go back and forth, and pretty much Cynthia is giving shady teas and smart mouths, but but Phaedra's main thing was she was just like, you should have fact checked. You should have fact checked. That's what you should have did. And Cynthia was like, nobody fact checks in this group. That's just what we don't do, which is true. Nobody fact checks. They just throw shit, drama, shadiness, ratings, fun for us anyway. And so Phaedra just get us up and leave. She was like, I'm gonna leave before I hit this bitch upside the head with my purse. And ain't nobody here to hold me back, so I might actually do it this time. All right. So Kandi meets up with Mama Joyce at her shop, her boutique in Atlanta called Tags. I want to go there one day. And she said, thank God I have all these other businesses and all this great stuff. And so she talks to Mama Joyce, and Mama Joyce is like, hey. And Ken was like, "Hey, what's going on?" Mama Joyce was like, "I don't know. You don't change, girl. You don't come around no more. You don't come around no more." And Ken was just like, "What? You don't come around no more, baby. You just don't." And I was just like, I cannot. Like, Mama Joyce is crazy. I don't like to talk about people's mamas because I wouldn't want nobody to talk about my mama. But damn. Really? And then, Mama Joyce started talking about the house. Kandi just bought her a new house. I don't know, something going on. She liked the old house. She wished she was back at the old house. Just crazy shit. Like, she's never satisfied. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm not telling somebody to cut their mama off, but do something, Kandi. But then again, another side of me is just like, how long have we been dealing with this whole thing? Candy's never gonna check her mama, and that's just what it is. God bless them both. Ugh. All right, so we get to, and also Candy said that she felt like that she can't talk to her mom about the whole Todd thing. Of course not, because she's expecting for y'all to fail. She don't like him anyway. I think one thing that Todd, I'm just going back to the whole earlier session and just me thinking about things. I think that Todd wanted a housewife. He actually wanted a woman to sit there and raise the kids and just sit there and do whatever he says and all that. But he married a boss bitch. Candy had coins on top of coins on top of coins, and she's not the types of woman that'll just sit down and just let a man do whatever. She has her own shit. She don't need to depend on the man, and I think that's part of an issue with the whole thing with Todd and Candy, because men have egos and all that. And child. Anyway, so we get to the whole meeting. Nene's basically trying to bring all the girls together and talk to them about it. The only girls that didn't show up was Phaedra and Kenya, and which is probably the main two heifers that need to be there. But anyway, all the girls showed up. Claudia had a new hairstyle. Nene mentioned that. She was like, "Oh, you got a new hairstyle, Claudia. It looks good on." She was like, "Thank you." Demetria showed up, and this curly hair was really pretty. But Demetria still don't say anything. Like, I don't understand. Like, just give Porsha back her peach. At least she brings some drama. Porsha in that yellow dress is snatched everything. Oh my God, it was everything. And so anyway, Cynthia comes in all coordinated as she always do, looking gorgeous. I love, because I'm the same way, with coordination and all that. And so Cynthia and Nene get into it. Nene was like, "We all about this grown woman thing," and Cynthia was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And Nene was just like, "Okay, bitch, you trying it now." And they kept going back and forth. Cynthia was like, "Okay, grown woman, say what you got to say." And then it was just kind of crazy going back and forth. Claudia brings up the same shit, talking about, "I don't understand why you would call me a whore. Why would you call me a whore? I'm not a whore." And Candy was like, "I really don't understand why Claudia cares so much. I don't either." Claudia, ignore Nene and ignore Porsha. Somebody said recently, if you ignore Porsha, she'll go away, and pretty much she ain't got a peach. They might as well give it back to her. But I'm just saying, Claudia, just do you and be you and sit and just let these heifers cack. And so anyway, Claudia and Demetria get up and they leave, and they was like, "I'm going to the bar." And Nene was like, "I'll pick up the tab." Claudia was like, "Of course you will. You're a rich bitch, remember?" That was a cute scene. That was really funny. Somebody please tell me the point of Demetria again. I like her. She's a pretty girl, but what is the point? So they get up and leave because and Porsha and Nene and Porsha is gonna talk to Candy about the whole thing with her and Phaedra, and Candy feels like the reason why Phaedra's really mad at her because she said that she thinks that she should talk to that she should bring the kids to jail to see Apollo or prison. And Phaedra thinks something differently because she don't want to damage their minds and all that shit, whatever. And also, we found out at the party that Candy knew about the whole pictures thing with Mr. Chocolate before they had the whole sit down last week because Apollo came over and told Todd because all of them friends, Peter, Todd, and Apollo. Anyway, cut back to this week. They're all sitting down talking, and Nene was like, she felt some kind of way that you didn't get up and all this. I don't think Phaedra would have. I think Phaedra would have felt some kind of way, but if Porsha and all of them wouldn't have brought it to her attention that Candy didn't get up and defend her, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, I feel like. But they're just Bravo, and the girls are just trying to cause this big wedge between Phaedra and Candy, and it's deep because they really are friends. And so next week is going to be the full. Actually, Nene is the one that's going to walk out, which is very interesting. Like, really, this is your shit, but you're going to be the one to walk out? And I don't like how Porsha is, "Oh, you got to pick sides. You got to pick sides." This ain't high school. I like Porsha, but you can definitely tell that she is young in a lot of different ways. This ain't high school, girl. Grow up. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's King's World on Twitter. Chase King was here on Facebook. All that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys so much. I did the best I could, darling. Under 15 minutes. That's my goal on every single video now. I'll tell you later. Bye.